Hello everyone and welcome to another stream. I am Antizark and this is Guild Wars 1. And today we are moving along with our playthrough of the original Prophecies expansion. Well, not expansion, the original Prophecies game of Guild Wars 1. It was renamed Prophecies when they came out with the factions expansion, which actually more defined the Guild Wars name. There were really not any guilds. They talked about guilds. They talked about the guilds up north and things like that. But honestly, they never really got deep into it until factions, when you actually chose one of the guilds and things like that. So that was... they did. I do believe they actually did have guild halls um, and that was supposed to be like the Guild Wars, but also factions more fleshed it out for the story-wise. So, that little history lesson. We are Sabrina of the Dead. We are a necromancer, and we are learning our skills. So, one thing I'm going to do is travel to Ashford Abbey because we want to get as many skills as we can for this character. Now, what we can do to find those skills is head. Oh, hello. What is this, Brother Menlo? Do you have a quest for me or no? I think so. I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's. I would like to become a monk. That's okay. So, we're working on a secondary skill or a secondary profession. Sorry, which gives us actually a lot of skills. Basically, Menu Master is basically monk. You want to go monk. There's a lot of abilities, especially if you're doing prophecies. You want to go with some area heals because you don't have access to the other abilities and whatnot. So we're going to talk to Necromancer Moon. We have finished up one thing. What we did, basically, we finished up both her quests, but she was down this little hallway. So we jumped back to Ashford Abbey, turned in the quest to Brother Menlo, and we are now back with Necromancer Moon. And we'll be reading these in character. Well, if you've come to study, I can show you how to animate the dead. Once you have completed your lessons here, you will wish to seek out other trainers who can teach you new skills. Cool. We're gonna... an adventurous one. What brings you to the dark today? We're gonna learn more skills. So we want to pick Necromancer again. And since we're on a first-tier Necromancer trainer, she will send us to the next-tier Necromancer trainer, and there's only two. So we get our first ones from Haverstad or whatever his name is, the guy right outside of the city. Kasha Blackblood can be found in the Green Hills County, just past the Shrine of Balthazar. To find her, follow the road north town and continue along the road that curves to the Green Hill. Interesting. I feel like this has changed. Perhaps. Not sure. Okay. Because I did a also the screen does this during transitions. That's my desktop background, which works really well for a transition. But the thing is here, we can actually go through here, but I think we're actually going to go north end because we can go north end and excuse me, find a we can find some other trainers and whatnot in that area. So we're gonna check that out. Also, each trainer has quests. Each first-tier trainer, second-tier trainers, obviously, you can't get to unless you choose that profession. So we will eventually be choosing the monk profession, but we want to do all the other trainers first. Now, vodka, Sprite, and orange juice, by the way. Very good. Gives it a little bit of tingle to the standard screwdriver. So, pretty good. I like it. It's good. All right. So, what we're gonna do And the spacebar will actually attack. There we go. Okay, and we do that, and now he's attacking. We hit him with that, and we hit him with Deathly Swarm, which will transfer to the next one, pull it towards us, and we Growl Long Spear. Alright, so we're going to hit that and hit that. We got that, and we're going to hit him with the thing here. Alright, cool. That did damage because he was attacking. That's a Signet. Signets, these two are Signets. One of them reses somebody, or resurrects somebody, and this one actually attacks. And if you look in the top right, so here you can see 5 mana, or 5 energy, whatever you want to call it. And then you've got 1 second cast, and 2 second recast, which is the circular arrow. And there's a Grawl necklace, but I don't think we were actually going to use those, because they were basically worthless. The armor's pretty good, though. So we want to keep just basically everything we got, because in this Green Hills County, for the most part, there's a lot of... sorry about that. I get new teeth. It's like putting in a retainer or something, you know, it's just... You've got to get used to it, and it's just weird on your mouth. Like, you know, it's just a brand new... It's like somebody put something in your mouth, like, you know, but it's attached. So, a challenge, perhaps. Do you need me to strengthen your arm and remove your enemies? Grawl Invasion. I should warn you that there's trouble on the road. A group of Grawl invaders have camped not far from here and have been harassing travelers. If you'd like, I can teach you a thing or two to help you drive them off. I'll even lend you a sword if you need one. Creatures can be taught a lesson. Being as how you are no real warrior, when I teach you these warrior skills, you will lose the monk skills you have. Teach me the warrior skills. You have to actually accept the skills to start the quest. Because many of these quests require you to actually do the thing. Now, that one does not. So, we can talk to here. A second profession. Hail, apprentice. I am Graston, a trainer in the art of protection press. It's a different kind of healing. We protectors use skills that help to prevent damage rather than restore health. What brings you here? Second profession. I only train those who are already learned something about being a monk. If you wish to take a monk as a second profession, you should talk to Brother Menlo and Amber. Ah, yes, okay, I remember Kasha Blackblood. Yeah. Greetings. I am Kasha Blackblood. I train necromancer apprentices in the art of blood magic, that is, stealing health from enemies to feed oneself. Is there something we could discuss with me? Power of Blood. I've got a job for you. If you are willing to work, a group of former students of mine are hiding out in the catacombs. They fear my wrath, and rightly so. They have failed in their training, and they must pay the price. They are very fond of dark packs, so you should be able to counter them using blood magic to drain their health. I'll leave it right away. Alright, so we don't need these to fight that, but we do have extra necromancer skills here. Healing Signet's good, since we've got it. We'll put Blood Renewal in there. And Vampiric Touch, sure. Because we need a sword to use those other two. And I'm not putting on a sword. But you do need to run up to the enemies to do that. The cool thing, though, is that this gives you 3 health, and when it ends, it gives you extra health. So this is kind of like a safety pack. Yeah, see there? Perfect. 60 health. That's huge. Now, the only problem is that it sacrifices 15% of your health, so you want to have another healing spell right ready. Now, another thing you can do is actually, they can actually miss. It's not a, this game is actually a lot of standing still, but you can actually make them miss with skill, which is very cool. It's really neat that they work that in, and you know, just it's a lot of fun. Now, an interesting build is a Necro Ranger with a pet, as well as all of the things, because that would maximize your ability to. Yeah, we need to kill these Grawl. We just need to kill these things. It's fine. So we're actually going to run up here and go. Now the thing with this is that's 15 mana. Now that's huge amount of things, but if they die, you get some mana back, but not a lot at this point. The issue you really run into with these is the issue that you really run into at this level of play is just your mana start. You don't get your max amount of mana till level 20. 20 is the max. This is different than other MMOs where you might have, you know, level 50 or 60 or 120 as the normal MMOs are at this point. Also, this is 1 mana or energy or whatever. It's actually really good. So that's. But it will. Okay, long spear gear. Long spear gear is one of the first salvageable items. What that means is that you can use a salvaging kit to get craftable items out of it. And you can craft really good, basically you have to craft good armor. It's just a requirement, you know, so there's that. I want to say that we finished that quest. Grawl Invasion, yes, we did finish Grawl Invasion. Let us go grab that completion, because it's right there, War Master Grass. Little Thom's Big Cloak is all the way. We have to find a Wizard's Folly bear pelt. Excuse me. Ah! That's a relief. The only good Grawl is a dead Grawl, I say. No. Alright, so that is, oh, yeah, R instead of numlock. That. I'm trying to lay here, but the second profession. So that's fine. Bandit Raid. That's not there. Poison Devourer. Here it is. Power of Blood. Interesting. Is this the entrance to the catacombs? That would be odd, but not unheard of. Okay, so what we really look for. And usually you want to cast this before you fight. You can see there, I didn't use a lot of melee attacks or weapon attacks. That's a problem. So you will quickly run out of, or you will quickly not do a lot of damage if you don't use melee attacks. There we go. Yeah, I mean with the health gain you get, it's actually not too bad. You can definitely cast it right before it's last 7 seconds, and you'll notice it's not green. Green numbers can be modified by skill ups and whatnot. The regular things and whatnot cannot be. So they will just be whatever they're going to be. Alright, well, that's fine. But that's not what I was going for. And, of course, we need to start getting our things up. Now, the problem with these is, like, if you watch how fast it falls, like the health on these things fall like crazy. You have to do a lot. Good unnatural seeds are actually really good because those are something that we need to collect, I think, for decent armor and whatnot. So, it's good to actually just run around and slaughter these aloe seeds. While you're here, see if you can get enough. And then when they get hit, they die really quickly, so it's still kind of like, what's the point? There we go, unnatural seed. But we can at least keep a few of them alive as we go. Hidden stash here. We are getting closer to whatever that is. I think it's supposedly the catacombs entrance or something of that nature. 4, 3, find symbol. I think I've got a 4. Alright, that's good. And then, the idea in this game is don't rush. If you rush, you will be overwhelmed, and you will get to I mean, even though the max level is 20, the difference between 15 and 20 is a lot. Is very much a lot. Just the sheer difference is insane. Oh, okay, I see. If you look on this map here, this is up and around, actually. Which I think we might actually just go down to the town that's down here. Knock that out because it's close. Yeah, because we can get there and it's close and whatnot, and it's right there. Yeah. Actually, that's not it. There it is. This way. Okay, so it is like this way. Perfect. Yeah, we actually have to go around anyway. Actually, I think we can cross that bridge. We're gonna go around anyway. Look at this. This is cool. It's an interesting bird type, thing. So the catacombs are over here too, but there is another entrance, as you saw right here. But this area will do us good to have on our radar and whatnot. Another unnatural seed. Sweet. The Baradin Estate. And so the question is, are they closer to this end or are they closer to the other end? I'd be willing to bet that they're closer to this end. Alright, so we have quests here. They call me Little Thumb. Yar, they do. I'm the axe trainer in these parts, not to brag, but I'm the best there is. The fastest too. What would you like to talk about today? Second profession. Only train those who, yeah. Anyway. Greetings, youngster. I am Duke Burden. I train young warriors in the art of hammer mastery. Oh. Alright, yeah. So those are both just for warrior things. Ah, yes, okay. Can we sell enough things to get to 100? Yes, we're over 100. Perfect. So we would actually want an identification kit. Now, that was a lot. But 40 for the salvage kit, so awesome. So, here's where it all begins. This is where it all begins. on your journey through this. So here's the deal. Look at this. Watch. No, I didn't. Anyway, 5 gold. Let me look. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that seems like a lot. Yeah. For an official version of Windows, you're only going to... no, you're only going to get it from Windows. They locked that down. So, yeah. So anything that doesn't have a value on it, you can... you will... Except for that starter sword, that's not worth anything. You can destroy that one. Anything that is so highly salvageable. You didn't see what? Just a version of Windows 10? Alright, so we saw that one, but that one would have been a good one for to salvage, to get things like bone and, you know, anything that you use to create stuff. We're still not selling our crafting items, whatever. This one's a salvage item. At this moment, it does better to give us some coin. The buckler, that's good. I think it might have been enough to get a salvage. Yes. Alright, so our first salvage kit. Now, what can we do with salvage kit? Well, we can take certain things and salvage them. Any of these. This is already a common crafting material. You can't do that. Can't do quest items. But anything else, basically, you can salvage. And it will give you a base component for it. Program is what I searched for. I didn't see anything relating to Windows. Just pay 2 minutes. If you just install it, then you can just buy a thing there. You can just say activate Windows, and they'll give you a key. If you've already got it installed, you can just say Windows activation on the search bar, and then that will that'll bring you to the activate Windows thing, and you can just pay right there and instantly get an activation key. And that'll be yours forever. All right, cool. So we're heading into the catacombs through a wine farm, which is pretty neat. They've got a lot more of these in factions, which is very cool. They got like more of a, I want to say more of a Chinese kind of thing, because of the giant cities and whatnot. But yeah, it's very cool. It's a very cool kind of like motif to it. But yeah, the wine farms are pretty cool out here. Those two in the town there give us quests for that area. Now, what happens? So I hit M. I can't see anything, right? U. There are 3 different kind of maps on here. You got a mini map. You've got a smaller mission map, as it's called, and then you've got your main overarching like world map. And there's no way to get anything other than the world map on there. Oh, there we go. Blood Fanatic. Oh, neat. There's even a, if you enter from this side, there's even a little story to it. You got here, but you can't buy a version of Windows 10. What? That's from your Windows 10 going into the Activate Windows, and on the search menu, on like the start menu, and then going to Windows 10 from that, right? Because you've already installed Windows 10, right? Forgot about that one. You can actually... This one, I think, does more... cold damage. Cold forgets armor. I think that's it. Cold is armor penetrate. Get that. I really don't think that... I don't know. I don't know if that one's really worth doing the whole thing for. What is that? Oh, skeletal limb. Nice. Blood fanatic. These are the undead. I mean, I can understand why they would worry about dying if they went rogue on you, but these are undead followers. Interesting. And remember, you can kill yourself by sacrificing. That is a big concern with necromancers everywhere. Sacrificing too much and killing yourself. And 15 for that, and we're... Okay, so we're gonna give ourselves a second. And another second to hit that. There's no shame in running. But, here we go. Warrior skill to the rescue. I completely forgot about that. No mana, 2-second cast, 4-second recharge. Actually, I can show you here. Watch. So we're going to go to here, and then Windows, Windows activation. That's not the one. I'm not sure why that's doing that. Tell you what, easier way. Just go to here, settings. There you go. There's activation. Here we go. And in this section, there you go. Yeah. You will find, see, I've got a product key, but you can activate your product key there. Click and Alt Enter. There we go. Alright, there we go. Can we go to full screen now, please? There we go. Awesome. Yeah, it's a little janky. Wasn't designed for this. Okay, so that is L. There we go. Power of the blood. We have done that. Awesome. Can't activate on this device right now. You can try activating again later. Because stormed by genuine Windows. I think if it's been too long, since you installed it, it won't activate. I think you have like a certain amount of time to activate, and it'll give you that message if it's been too long. I don't know when you installed it, but it might take a while. Oh, cool. That one's actually in... That one's actually down here, too. Because I think they're, like, trying to sacrifice the MOA board or something. No. Or they did sacrifice the MOA board. Bird. There's a nightmare or something that's guarding it. Anyway. Not to give away the whole story. Let me not give away the whole story. And we'll go ahead and move in there. So. Alright. So I fixed a thing with my mic. Apparently YouTube only sends voice through mono, which will do both sides of the mic. Now, the problem is if you do, if you don't do mono, and you try to do stereo, it will send it mono, but it will only, oh wow, okay, I turned around. It'll send it mono, but it will change it to be one side, one earphone is voice, and the other earphone is the sound from the game. So, I didn't actually realize that. So, this should actually have everything, since I modified it, this should have everything going through both speakers, so that's good. Or at least headphones or whatnot. One of my viewers told me about that, and I had just noticed it. What's going on? So there you go. Learn something new every day. But yeah. So what we're trying to do is get through. You'll see here the rest of the catacombs, and there's a little hallway right here. Yeah. Raging cadaver. Bunch of raging cadavers. Restless cadavers, those kind of things. Now there should be another guy here. Usually there is. Maybe it's, it might have been, I don't know, I feel like at some point, I feel like he was right there. Maybe they got rid of that because he was just too, I don't know, hidden. But I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing the spot. So, anyway, we're going to head through here. Oh, nice. This is actually, that's where we need to head. For something. I think that's for the actually. Oh, that would be why. Yes. Yes. We need to go. Oh, hello. Like I said, you can dodge if you want to. But be careful. You can actually sacrifice yourself to death. And all of these are undead, so we can't actually do anything with them. But the healing signet is a really good one to keep because we can actually heal ourselves pretty well with it. 6 through 9. That's good, but it doesn't give the extra 4 damage and whatnot. Hello. Oh. Yes, I remember this is a bug. If you alt out of the game in a weird way, then everybody will, yeah, there we go. If you alt tab out of the game in a weird way, everybody will do this weird thing where they like glitch towards you, like all the enemies. And it's not lagging or anything, but it just does it, so something to keep in mind. 2 Pro from home? I don't know. Honestly, you would just buy a Pro key, because either way, it's a both kind of thing. Like, you don't really have upgrades anymore. You passed like Windows 8 or something, or 7 or whatever. You don't really need full installs anymore. It's just a whatever. Nice. Basically, what I'm saying is every key is an upgrade and a full install key. So there's no difference between them. But yeah, I bought mine actually from I had to buy mine as a USB because I actually needed to install Windows 10. I bought it from Amazon as a USB, which I recommend though doing that, because then you can just have it in the back of your computer, and in case your computer just shits the bed, then you're all good. You know, you're all set. You can just hit that, and you're all, you know, you don't have to worry about it. Oh, that's actually got 5 energy. I have better than that. You have to call their support center. I think they've got 24/7 support. You get like India, but you can do OEM keys, and they'll give you a new key. They'll ask you to do a thing. If you've got a version of Windows that you bought before, then they'll do that. They'll give you that, whatever version you had. So it'd be worth it to call them and just see what you can do. Just tell them your situation exactly, and then they'll say either no or whatever. Glittering dust, nice. Man, this is a lot to get through. Yeah, of course you did, but I'm saying like the version of Windows you have is supported. So if you bought Windows 10 for your PC, then that one has a key to it, and they can find that validation on a thing. They can just tell you to do a thing, and then it'll give you a key for that validation, and they can create a new key for you. So like if you install Windows again from a disk you had or whatever you installed it from, as long as you've owned a version of Windows 10, then you're all set. They can figure out how to get you another key for free. There he is. Oberon the Reviled. That's what we're looking for right there. So we're gonna... bloop. Yeah, okay. So that, sadly, takes 40% of our armor away, which basically leaves us with no armor. Because if you look at what armor we have, it's like 5. So oh my gosh, we may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 times 5 is 25. 25 armor. This removes 40. We end up with negative, I don't know, whatever that is, 15 armor. But your version of Windows was OEM. OEM or what you're talking about OEM only really matters on like laptops, because laptops are modular. The rest of the stuff is not. And today on Antizark does troubleshooting while he plays. Alright, cool. So we've got to level 5, finally. I think level 14 is the highest you can get, but that takes forever. You want to look to be like 7 or 8 by the time you leave. I think you can leave it like something like 4 or whatever, but that's ridiculous. You want to at least get some decent stuff. Death magic, straight up, no games. Greetings. I am called Oberon. Curses on my specialty. What can I cludiate for you, one? A curse of path. Working here in the catacombs protects me from the prying eyes of the living, but my necromantic experience have begun to attract the attention of creatures from beyond the pale. I'd like to continue my work without interruption by these infernal beasts. If you go south and eliminate the crypt fiends that have been bothering me, I will share with you a few of my essential curses. Then you too will see that the true power in the necromancer arts lies not merely in the manipulation of the dead. Consider it a bargain. Soul barbs! Very good. Actually, we're going to be replacing that because that shit is trash. And this is not useful to us at all. Not yet. So, faint hardness. That's an awesome... Oh, yeah, okay. So he just wants me to protect him while he's standing there. So that's cool. You can just stand here, kill the things that come. Sadly, we cannot turn these either into minions, because they are not actually a real body. But yeah, basically stand here, kill things that come. So these new spells. Faint Heart attacks 15% slower and has health degeneration, rather. But 0 at the time, because curses are like 1 right now. This one, Soul Barbs, 30 seconds, deals 16 damage when an enchantment or a hex is cast on a target foe. So if you've got a hex handy, by the way, now that we've got these things, okay, those are not salvaging correctly. So what you want to do is you want to cast the hex on there, boom, 16 damage, and boom, 16 damage. So if he casts an enchantment, he will hurt himself. Inventory is full, that's why. Okay, that's what's going on. Now these things are really oh, yeah, that's fine. Now slowing your enemy is really understated. It's a huge bonus. 5 to 7. 6 to 8, but I can have 5 energy. Yeah, basically at this point, that's just better. Go. Get all of our spells cast. Improved sale value. That's one we want to keep. Those improved sale value ones are really good. So if you're going to salvage the item, don't worry about identifying it. Everything else you want to identify. Especially the blue ones, of course. These new salvage, or these like early salvage kits, are not very good. But they are required to actually get things made. Return to Oberon. Now he... Okay. Excellent. I should be glad to be rid of those fiends. You should promise in the art of necromancy. Global equals retail. Yes. Global version means that it's not blacklisted in any country. $6 key? I wouldn't use it. But do your thing. There's no way around getting a valid copy of Windows, honestly. You wasted $6, I'm sure. If you did, then that is a huge oversight. I don't know how that would happen. Alright, so let us go up and make some items now. Now that we've got we've got some weapon stuff here. Now this is kind of neat. Up until now we've been finding whatever we can find on the ground, but now that we've got some items, we can actually create something. So that'll be fun. Now, what do we got here? For the Necromancer, armor, damage. For the Necromancer, we're looking at a secondary, is what we can make. Now, everything has a trade-off. So these have armor, but they do not have as much energy as you would expect. That's terrible. Okay. Then there are no armor people here. So, alright. We will be finding what we can find, and that's that. But we do have a 5/7 Deadly Cesta. So I think actually we're going to replace that and customize that. So there we go. That's 10 gold is quite a bit on this part of the game. Past here, it's not so much. So, there are tons of people selling OEM keys on eBay for about that cost, but you need a format, then you're gonna have to buy a new one. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. I'm not really sure how your key got lost or whatever. Alright. We are selling that Deadly Cesta. And 68. That is why you want it. That's why you want those. Every time you will just get more money than you had ever thought about. It'll ask you if it's customized to you. But yeah, you'll get a ton of money for the improved sale value, and later on you can actually change things so that you can find the inscription. You can change. You can find inscribed weapons and change an inscription to some weapon that's really, you can pull the inscription off and then reinscribe with a something that will make it sell for more, and you can create some really good high price sellable items. So something to keep in mind as you're going through the game. Now, probably should have reordered all these, but that's fine. These are actually rather low level, so kills come pretty quickly. A lot of the high-end builds for PvP and stuff actually use like skills that are like five mana apiece. Really high damage, long-lasting skills, or whatever you can get that will run you a pretty good rate for 5 mana. So that's where you want to be eventually, because this really is a PvP game at the end state. So that's that's really where you want to be eventually. That's weird. I had like this massive drop in viewership, even though nobody was. That's stupid. All right, one more husk. All right, so we're headed to Wizard's Folly. Now, I'm going to show you guys a little trick. There is a, come back, Curly. Pig's name's Curly. There's a trick to getting a hidden quest in pre-searing Ascalon. Now, you would much rather want to do this with 2 people, because one person basically the pigs run away from a person. So you want to keep one person at this gate to act as a gate on the pigs, because once you start wandering off farther and farther, the pigs just start, wandering back out. But they do, in fact, run back in for the most part, as long as you can get them, yeah, there you go, aimed in the right direction. Okay, so you want to hit like the farther ones. I got the close ones first because I was just talking about it, but you normally want to hit the farther ones first, and get the ridiculous pigs, back close enough. Alright, so we're going to get those, and we're actually going to come back and round these 2 up around the house, because it's it's a proximity thing. So once you're close enough, they will run. So if you can kind of just imagine there's a bubble around you, and you can use that bubble. It's kind of like just estimating like aggro ranges and stuff like that for any video game where you're the tank or whatever, body pulling, that kind of stuff. If you're any good at body pulling, this is kind of the reverse of body pulling. So that's just fine. Now, there you go, perfect. We got all the pigs. So, hidden quest. Why, thank you. They're all back safe and sound. Let me know if you find out who did this. I got 25 gold from him for rounding up his pigs. So there you go. 25 gold. Now, collector. This guy has, for belts, we are tune-worn belts shy. Oh, really? There's another pig out there, but apparently he didn't give a shit about that pig. Okay, so enough pigs is the answer. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. 3 a.m. is an hour before I go to bed. So, there you go. Wolf has a long range. Thank you, Wolf, for being annoying. So, Soul Barbs is actually pretty good. There are other better skills, I guess you'd say, for this. that you'd want to look into. This is going to be really helpful, this healing signet, for this fight specifically. There are some that whenever you do it, it does damage to everybody else, which is actually pretty neat to do, because that allows you to just pick one enemy in the middle of all the other enemies and just completely bombard everybody else that's attacking you. And some of them can be just really, you can pop off on them. It's some really interesting, cool stuff. Cool. So there we go. I've used the healing signet to not require myself to use the healing thing. Actually, honestly, the idea is just to get more bodies than enemies. So more bodies, the more. Oh, also you do have a limit to the undead you can make based on your skill. So I have 2 now. I can have 3, and they'll just instantly die. So you won't even have to worry about it. They'll instantly die, and you'll know, oh, that's too many. Yep. And then, so I'm gonna have 2, 3 up. You can just keep casting it, and you'll see. Well, if they don't just die before you can use them, finish them up. You can actually have 4 now. Nice. And we've got more bodies, so let's see. Once you, 4, okay. 4 is the max right now. Once you get them maxed out, though, we have to take this to Divana. Once you get them maxed out, you can actually just, so that one's getting low right there. It will replace the oldest one, which should be the lowest health one. Should be. And then this is where you would want to do the area of effect heals to keep your stuff there, because I don't have any more bodies to use. So, we are headed to... This is one of the older quests that we are now strong enough to do. You can also see, you can also click and target click healing on your minions, and I think this actually shows friendly group minions, I think, which is cool. Excuse me, because that that allows you as a healer to target minions and heal them as you're going. Like in one of the in-game skills for elites for also these are skills, there are elite skills. Basically all the skills have some sort of drawback. Elite skills basically don't. This is the chest of stolen goods that Baron Egan has been talking about. It must have been difficult dealing with those bandits. I'm impressed. If only we had more like you, we'd have no fear of the Char at all. Oh, yes, I have things going on here. Yes, that's nice. Alright, we can get rid of that one. A little bit of metal. A little bit of metal. And a little bit of wood. Alright. So we're going to talk to her. Get all of her pieces. Alright, cool. So, hey, time for Ashford Abbey. Courage is the true hallmark of an Ascalonian. That's what I believe. My father died defending the Great Wall. If I had a chance, I'll do the same. Something you'd like to talk about? Opposition to the king. That's an interesting thing. Like you, Trouble in the Woods. The Grawl, they've been mustering south of... Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not sure what she said, but you can pause it on the replay. I can't. So yeah, there you go. There's an shield worth a lot, and 5 energy, 5 armor, while enchanted. Okay, so versus fire armor versus fire damage. So those are one of those things, right? Oh shit, these are raw. Yeah. So here's what, as a menu master, you basically sit in the back of the fight. You find any dead bodies you can exploit, and you get close enough and attack. So I've got bodies all over the place as fast as I can make them. So I just sit here and boom. And you want to have 2 skills. You want to have like, preferably, you want to have a quick, and you want to have a longer lasting. So as far as bodies wise, or as far as skills wise, there's a few, like the final one for this expansion, or this one, that allows you to basically just make a. Oh, he ran. Okay. Yeah, this allows you to make a. Without needing a body, you can make a lower level one of these bone whore. Really good for PvP, because you can sit there right at the start and just spam it because you get another one and another one and another one, and you can just keep them alive, and then eventually you'll roll out with a whole army, and then you can charge them up and good. I think the village is safe for now. The Grawl are not very intelligent, but even they understand a show of force. What really troubles me is the presence of that Char Ranger. Could he be inciting the Grawl to attack for some reason? I'll warn Rurik of this threat. Thank you for your aid. Opposition to the king. It's sad these royalist fools oppose the king of Adalbern because he was not born into nobility. Come back here, you. Oh, you were. Alright. Hello, Devana. She's not in her place, so she's going to be difficult. Yeah. So I gotta, I run as fast to her, so anyway. They forget that Adalbern was who saved us from the GuildWars, and the old king, Grinth be Just, who nearly brought Ascalon to ruin. Royalists hope to dispose of Adalbern and place Duke Baradin on the throne, but no one dares implicate the Duke in their actions. Like, I'd like you to go to Green Hills country, search for signs of support for the Royalists. Head north until you find a road to Green Hills County, and talk to at least 3 people there. Sound them out to see if they have a Royalist sentiments. One warning though: do not talk to War Master Grast. At the slightest mention of disloyalty to Adalbern, he is likely to crush your skull. You've shown yourself to be courageous and trustworthy. I could use your help. With so many bandits and troublemakers around these days, Brother Menlo has asked for my help in collecting the tithe for Ashford Abbey. Duke Baradin is especially generous to the church, and I suspect bandits will attempt to intercept his donation. Can you get to Baradin's tithe from his man Grasden and deliver it to me? Grasden will be in Green Hills County, north of here. Sure. And 1 skill point. That gives me a single skill point. So that's another thing. Certain quests give you skill points and whatnot. So for your attributes here, or sorry, not your attributes, skill points. To buy skills. To buy skills. It's not on here yet, but you will see excess skill points that you can buy skills with. Now, we're headed to Wizard's Folly and not Green Hills County because even though we've got a bunch of quests there, we're headed to Wizard's Folly and we're going to oh, neat. That's an interesting pause moment there. Yeah, so we're going to get a bear, kill a bear here. But also, we're going to go by Forbill's Fair, which is the area that you can, sorry, have to hiccup some stuff. Or trying to swallow right. Forbill's Fair. That place is where you can... There we go. You can get more quests. And the Enchanter, I believe. Well, actually the Advanced Enchanter is there. But yeah, there's a lady who knows where one of the... basically one of the heroes for the next tier of the game is. So it's not showing here, but you can see that he's hexed by the purple. And purple health bar means that he is actively being health drained. So that's something. Edward Wizard, Ashford Abbey, President Motherboard, Private Blood, Lord Devourer, Proposition to the game. Little Times Big Cloak. That's what we're looking for. And you want to make sure to pay attention to the cloak because there's a thing that talks about a deserter named Little Thumb. Though I have not figured out where the quest line goes after that. You find the cloak. Oh, there you go. Bear pelt. You find a cloak of Little Thumb, but oh, right. Okay. All right. Let's get rid of that enchanted lodestone. And because there's only one. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into Forbill's Fair, because once we're there, we've opened it. And then we're going to run back. And then we're going to run past all these elementals. Or, you know, we'll sell stuff, maybe. I think... Oh, actually... We can totally run past those elementals. But I do think enchanted lodestones are actually what the collector wants here. No. He's looking for icy lodestones. Perfect. Doesn't want enchanteds. Yeah, and I can go sell all these things here at Forbill's Fair. Relena Stormbringer and Vassar. But also, more importantly, Laren the Merchant. Belts are ready. Artifact. Shield. Travel Blade. 57. That's pretty good money right there. Yeah, that's great. Natural Seeds. Carl's Nagalus Iron. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we're good on that. I am Relina Stormbringer, Master of the Elements, trainer in the arts of magic. What would you like to discuss? A wayward wizard. I can tell you where Orion went. He headed to the out northwest, past the road. He thinks he'll find some royalists there, but Vassar thinks it won't work. I hope he doesn't get himself killed, but he can't expect me to go tromping all over the mountain looking for him. Second profession. Okay, only have learned whatever. Second profession, my name is Vassar, perhaps you've heard of me. Known regional expert in the okay. So yeah. That Wizard's Folly deal is basically, yeah, just, that's for elementalists and, mesmers. The actual first mesmer, there we go. Now, there we go. I'm casting that all around, by the way. Actually, let's do this. Let's go back and reset all those skills so that I can stop casting them all wrong. Alright, here we go. So these are, yeah, so we want to do that, that. Okay, so this can go here. This is one of the primary attack skills. There we go. That's about it. That's about right. Alright, cool. The new elementalist, though, for the skills. Also, you can't turn elementals into corpses either. So basically, there's just a ton of things you can't do, and there's very little you can do. So to make this skill do what you want to have basically instant cast hexes. And you want to cast it with somebody who's like reduced casting time, and it's a hex spell, but you know, you want to cast it and then just chain your target with hexes, and when they cast enchantments to say like heal themselves, like breeze, it will utterly destroy them. So like right now, death magic is doing me very little. Hey, icy lodestone, nice. So, yeah, if I can get all of those, then I can get me another armor piece. And if we can upgrade our armor pieces, we will be much stronger in this realm. Not a requirement, but it's pretty good. I don't intend on going very fast with this section of play, or any of the sections of play. I intend on taking my time through this whole thing to get the whole story, because there's just a lot of game. Time, life, truth. Do you bring order to new knowledge of any of these things? Perhaps you can help me with a spell I am working on. The Order has asked me to investigate the disciplines of water magic, and so I have worked very hard to ready this place for the final casting, but each time I attempt to cast my wards, ice beasts appear and attack me, and I have to stop what I'm doing to fend them off. I will give you skills necessary to defeat them. If you can just keep them from hurting me too much, I should be able to finish researching the ward against harm spell. What do you say? I'm ready. Teach me elemental skills. All right. There we go. Okay. Of course. Alright, cool. Here we are, just dropping bombs. Yeah, I guess she is wearing fire armor. Alright, nice. Well done. The ward works, but it's still very unstable, and no doubt take me years to perfect it. Your understanding of magic use is impressive. Alright, cool. So, I want to run around and figure out, for one, the Wayward Wizard. Yeah, he's straight up there. Alright. So... the Ice Elementals. Hey, Valadai. Hello. Drop that. Hit you here. Hit you there. Boom. Alright. I have jack shit and the proper stuff for that, so. 4681. Yeah, so I don't have anything in the proper stuff for that. So we're gonna start off with that. Hit him with that. Six air one. Yeah, this is honestly the majority of the game. You force your way through a ton of enemies, and sadly, as a necromancer, you force your way through a ton of enemies. They won't drop corpses that you can actually use. So, not that I'm salty or anything, but yeah, that's something you deal with in this game quite readily. But we will deal with it very well. So, one of the good things about this, using Faint-Hearted first, reduces their melee damage, and this guy's just straight melee damage. Pretty much, he's got a few quests, or a few skills or whatever. Hey, I see those sound. I need 3, and then I can hop back over to Foible's Fair and get what I need. So there's also another skill like this one that I think comes in the second expansion that will actually it does the same thing, but AoE. Hey, nice. Icy Lightstone. That should be a piece of armor right there. Yes, that's and this is cool. So a change they made a long time ago is enemies will actually run out of AoE damage zones. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's actually this way and not around there. Oh, well, that's good to know. But yeah, But yeah, well, we might be actually be able to head down from the Barradin Estate and do that a lot easier. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to jump to Foible's Fair. And then we're going to sell off all of our extra stuff. And then move out from there. Okay. Unidentified. 2. Wow. That's awful. Okay. So there we go. And we can grab a piece of armor, and then we can move down to the previous zone, past all the attacking enemies. And then we'll, oh, yeah. Bonus. Okay. I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually not going to use that. Because that's not everybody's experience will have that. Alright, cool. So if you notice, we have 7 armor things now. Interestingly enough, these, even though they're red, there's basically only green or red. But there are red non-attack enemies. They're rare, but they do exist. Like these. They're red, but they don't attack. Okay. Yeah, so we're, we're gonna hop into Lakeside County. Is it really Lakeside County? Is that what it is? Huh. Lakeside County. I guess the one that everybody's been talking about is Green Hills County. That's right. Lakeside County doesn't get any love. Rabbits. There's a wabbit up there. I wonder if I can make the rabbit my friend. That is one thing you want to do as a ranger, is find a pet that, because you can always change these later in the game, but it will take a while. That's one of the final quests, is to go, hey, you can actually, there you go, Allison the trainer. Tanner. One of the final quests in the game, before like the end, is like, hey, you can actually use all the rest of these, by the way, if you're down with that, you know. Hello there, my name is Alice. Pleased to meet you. What's on your mind? Little Thumb's big clock. What a lovely pelt. Wait here, please. Alright, here's Little Thumb. Can't you take it to him? Yes. Yes, I can. Alright, cool. So, what we have here is an amazing piece of 5 slots. We have another bag. That is awesome. Now, we are headed to the Barradin Estate anyway, because we are going to head down. But we can talk to Little Thumb now, because we got his cloak. My bearskin cloak at last. 'Tis lovely, isn't it? You took this pelt, did you? You have slain the beast me own. I would have slain the beast me own self, but I tend to be a bit heavy-handed, so I do. Each time I kill a bear, I cleave it so mightily that the pelt is ruined. Ha ha. Yep. So merchant here. All right. So we've got our belts now. We're going to keep those until we're done, but the Initiate's gloves, can't even sell those. Basically, they're trash. They go in the little trash can here. Can't do anything with them. Battle Axe Fortitude. Yeah, 3 or 5. It's awful. Opposition to the king. They call me a little thumb. Yeah, they do. But I'm the axe. Oh. You got a lot of nerve talking about that here. It's true the Duke was next in line when the royal family was assassinated, but he fully supported the crowning of Atterburn. Wasn't it the Duke, after all, who appointed Atterburn commander of the army after the Battle of Britain? Yep, probably. We're going to pop over here and talk to those people, too. Merrick the Scribe. Why not? Nope. How about Brother Minlow? Nope. Yep. There's no way somebody's... Well. Yeah, how much was it on eBay, though? What if I have to be in Riverside County to talk to anybody about that? Yeah, I think I do. That's ridiculous. Cool. Maybe there's some sort of thing. I would be worried about that key, but honestly, you do your thing. If it worked, it worked. Whatever. But yeah. I would be worried about why it's so cheap. Nobody sells $6 keys unless they've stolen them. There's no money. There's no economical way that you can get $6 keys. So. We're going to hit Soul Reaping and Curses. Bump that up a little bit. Oh, you know what? I know who to talk to. We have to go talk to the people that are like right at the edge of the county there. That's who we got to talk to. Yep, we can do that. All those people that were offering me quests earlier. So I have to go talk to Grasden, which is going to be up here too. We're going to talk to him as well. I wouldn't worry about it, man. If it worked, it worked. Honestly, keys are just randomly generated. They don't really... they might track them in an handed way. But, like, if I work for Microsoft and I make 30,000 keys and I sell them on my own, then that's, fucked up, but that's, if nobody's worried about it, then nobody cares. Oh yeah, I've seen one of those. Used one of those actually. Nice. So it's a nice piece to have. Honestly, Crimper's good regardless. Good like multi purpose crimper. It's funny how things got really specific with the Cat 5 and Cat 6, and then, like, you know, coax, it was just like, yeah, cut it and bend it, you know, like, that's all you need to do. Just cut it and bend it. Hey, another unnatural seed. Gotta find the person that deals with these unnatural seeds. Oh, great. That's in the tree. Can't do anything with that. Yep, that's just a cliff, so we gotta go down here. Hour and 30. Alright. That was close. Holy shit. Yeah, for a coax or whatever, just test that it's sending a signal, but for Cat 5 and 6, it tests the individual cables. Excellent. The blood fanatics got what they deserved. Posing the king. Maybe you don't remember how Ascalon was before Adalbern. The crown peddled influence to guilds and the slightest show of coin. Who would wish for a thing like that to return? You're here to collect the Baradin's tithe. You look like you lose a little assistance on the return trip. I'm certain that Dowena will be watching over you should you encounter any bandits on your way back. Opposition to the king. From what I have seen, King Adalbern is a man of great compassion. There will always be those malcontents who seek to blame every hardship on life on the current monarch. Many of the royalists are merely misguided, and in time, they will realize the error of their ways. Alright, cool. So. Yeah. Return to Divana. Poison Devour, really? Poison Devour's all the way there. Prize Mobird in the Catacombs. Orion. Alright, well. We shall go back to Divana, because I think I've got 2 on her now. Yep. That's fine. Yeah. They call that a toner. Sort of. Toner's more for phone line, but it's same deal. Sends data down the cable and connects on the other end. But yeah, toner's more for phone lines. Thank you for delivering the tithe. I trust you didn't run into any trouble you couldn't handle. You can be sure I will pass word to your bravery to Sir Titus. Yeah, I guess. Good point. Nice. So the Duke's people are loyal to Adalbern after all. I'm pleased to hear that. Cool. Sweet. Alright. So we're gonna head down. You know, the True King. I recently received word from Devana that Shaw Ranger has been sighted south of the wall. Thom and I will begin scouring the countryside for this creature. In the meantime, I need someone to go into Regent Valley and to Fort Rannoch and deliver a message. Warning Lord Darren. He must begin his own search for the Char Fiend. I am honored to entrust this to you. Right, you don't have any quests for real? Okay. Alright, so we want to check south of Roy. Merchant. That's a lot of stuff. Is there... Where does this go? Alright, man. Thank you. Showing up. I'll see you later. I'm probably going to be sleeping here soon. Alright, so it looks like there isn't really anything over there, so it's fine that we bypass it all. Not a problem. And it looks like the actual stuff we're looking for, the entrance we're looking for, is over here. I feel like that's a lot of money for a little return. There we go. Alright. There we go. So yeah, you can use this to heal yourself up. So it will run out eventually and give you 60 health. Super handy. As long as it runs out. As long as you survive till it runs out, you're all set. 5 playbacks. Current viewers is 1. There we go. Now that we have made our way here, the Wayward Wizard actually, yep, is right there. Little trick to doing that. Best way is to, honestly, you're not going to know this, but planning out your stuff is handy when you're on your second or third character, whatever. How dare you come here and threaten me? I don't think I'm afraid of you. But I see no reason to kill you now. Perhaps you have something of value to say. State your business quickly. What is this? Vassar. Is that the fair? Cozying up to Regina? Curse the day I was born. What am I doing out here? The revolution will have to wait. True. True. Funny though. Alright. As far as the rest of this. Hello. Just appearing out of nowhere. At this level, like, if you don't die, then you're definitely, or if you're not, like, fighting more than, like, 2 or 3, you're definitely going to live through that. So, now we have, done a lot. If you don't die outright, you'll be alright. And then, boom, and it's, so 7-second, recharge, 7-second cast, or, 7 seconds till it recasts, so it's really easy just to cast all the time. For a stupid amount of recharge. Or you know, healing and whatnot. So yeah. We are moving south. And I want to see about just venturing into the depths and corners of this zone here. Now that we're actually fighting things that'll drop bodies. Nice. And as things die, you'll actually, as you get higher in level, as things die, you get lots more ability to, you know, a bunch of things will die and you'll get, you know, 11 mana per. And it's just like, you know, your energy is just crazy high all the time because everybody's just absolutely dying. Nice. Dope. So here we are. They're fighting. We get 4 of them up, so we'll get 4 of them up. And then we just reload. Cast our spell here. Recast that. There we go. Nice. So yeah, I'm really just looking for. I've already got my armor piece from with the lodestone. I'm really just looking to see what else there is as far as the map-wise. Down here, looks like there's a little bit down here. It's close. Pop up. To be my bone menu. That's all right. Okay. Alright, it looks like there's some stuff down there. So, you know, if it becomes too much, just run. Or cast an AoE spell. Because eventually, they will run. I might have actually gotten rid of that for this period. Nice. Nice. That's okay. That's full inventory. Really? Well, it's really good on ice elementals. Alright, cool. So, looks like we've got some stuff down here, but I don't see anything worth heading towards. There's a hidden stash, but there's really no, like, collectors or anything in that direction, so not that I can see. So we're gonna head for the merchant. Tell the cool stuff we got. Which, this new bag is why we could collect so much. Why is... Alexa, stop. Why the fuck are you giving me sports times? Don't care about sports times, Alexa. Just weird. Okay. I feel like, okay. Let's look at what we got left. We've got, flatbow, longbow. So, flatbow, 4 and 2. Are we getting our money's worth out of this by 8? And 3. This one, flatbow, we doubled our money. And 2, we almost doubled our money, but I mean 3 out of 2, like doubling is you get what you can get. So take what you can, but you know, just deal with it. All right, so we're good on this. I need to go. I guess talk to Baron Egan. Which actually, if we're gonna do that and turn that in, we should go get the poison devourer. Just go kill a bunch of devourers until we get the poison stinger, or whatever devourer we need to kill. I think it's just in the little cave there with the poison devourer. So super easy, pretty quick, and we can run by and kill that that big drake too. Alright, so that one's all good. stuff in. Pile of orange dye, nice. Here we are. Okay, so this doesn't go around that way, that's fine. River Drake, that's the one we're looking for. But, we're not really looking for the River Drake. It's level 5 and would be a decent fight. Three. Alright, so we're casting this one, and as soon as we get the mana, we're gonna be done fighting that guy. Yeah, that's what happens. Alright. But yeah, the Poison Devourer is in a cave over here. That we got the Devourer eggs from, I believe. Or we can just kill a bunch of Devourers until we get what we're looking for, which is probably not the case. I think it's right at the end, so we gotta go down this hole. Went all the way to the end. Yeah. I was gonna say, I have no idea how I got it the last time, but yeah, it's right here. They're all gone. Just normal things now. Nice. Really? Do they not attack? Do I not actually need to attack them? That's an interesting piece. I mean, if they're not attacking, well, shit. Plague Devourer. There we go. Dokar Pierce. Poisonous Stinger. 2 Poisonous Stingers, somehow. Sure. Why not? Alright, so. Yeah. That's fine. We had to Ashford Abbey, turn these in. And then we head back to Ascalon City to knock out the other one. Brother Menlo. Is the poison a stinger attack? Yes, it's perfect, and there's enough here that I can begin work on an antidote. Alright. And then, oh, hello. Sandre Elick. Praise Duena. I'm so relieved to know he's left the Royalist. I feared he was lost for us forever. No problem. Oh, they're wanting me to... Yeah, second profession. I think that's enough, but what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Ascalon City, and we're going to head out and do the Mesmer quest next time. So we will head out then and do that. We've done warriors, primaries, let's see. We've done the warriors first, secondary quest, or secondary, you know, just thing, requirement, the thing, whatnot. Secondary class quest. So we've done that. We've done the one for, obviously, necromancers. We've finished all of them. And then we've, yeah. I don't think poisonous stingers are any good. After the fact, I'm pretty sure I could have kept that. That would have been great. Yeah. Forgot about all that. Okay. Shield. That's fine. Anyway. We will pick up next time. We're nearly to the end of this little area, and then we will move on from there. Once you do all the second profession quests, you pretty much finished everything. I mean, if you look at the map right now, we've been all around through here. We've been all fairly around here. We can finish up that a little bit. And then, you know, we've been all through here. Just the rest is down here in Fort Rannoch and whatnot. And you can't do the rest of this just yet. So it's pretty much here and then up to Fort Rannoch. And then that's it. So, yep. That's what we're going to do. And we should be doing that next week. So thank you all for watching. I'm Antizark. This has been Guild Wars 1. And peace.